We had done 48 deals in COVID, 48, built incredible brand equity, positioned the business as the one that people would look to. Everyone was quiet. Every company was quiet. Too many directors, hey, the buck stops with me and starts with me.
Marty, what did you do when you were at home for that prolonged period? It was a few months. Like, what was
six months?
6 months. What did the days look like for you? What would you do?
Okay. COVID for us took our company from the underdog or the new kids on the block to the thought leaders and the leader of the pack because of what we did in lockdown. We had the only legal petition that went to Parliament to try and get us open. As soon as they locked us down, we came up with the rules of engagement on driving by, proving that you're financially capable. And we funded 18 clients, room by room tours, which went out there. I filmed just before lockdown each staff member's story. So we put the people out there. We funded video content. We made prerequisites for engagement, and the industry followed suit. Everything that I put out there, within a few days or weeks thereafter, everyone had copied and adopted. I was the one that was thinking myself out of a corner to bring us all out together, right? It was like, put your gypsy in a corner and they'll punch their way out.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened. And then what happened is we lifted our head up and we had done 48 deals in COVID. 48, built incredible brand equity, positioned the business as the one that people would look to. Everyone was quiet. Every company was quiet. Too many directors, hey, the buck stops with me and starts with me. So I just put out there what I thought should happen. The marketing agency got incredibly busy. We hired about 7 people. We didn't lay off any staff. We didn't cut any wages. And in terms of contact, there was 3 non-negotiables a week. And some of these people that we've hired as well, not only was it the block, but also what we did in COVID. Some of those guys said that they got 2 phone calls from the directors of the business during lockdown, and they were like, hey, so what are your numbers looking like? Who are you calling for when you come back into the office? Fucking serious? So for us, we still ran a sales meeting at 8:30 on Monday, and it was funny. I'd pull out the paper, everyone would be zoomed in, and I'd run the meeting as if we were doing stuff. But because we were doing that, we were doing deals. We were selling properties virtually. There was little loopholes that I'd been able to pluck out of the system. If you signed a contract and it was subject to a building inspection, building inspectors were allowed to do appointments like valuers were allowed to, and we'd find ways to make it work, right? And we did. So after the sales meeting, we were all on a high. Monday, 8:30, we'd all check in, we'd do the meeting, go through the stock list, talk about what we could and couldn't do. And it was about who's checking in with their clients, just talking about things and FaceTiming, right? Tick. Then on a Thursday, we have a huddle. The huddle was an idea that Freddie's godfather, my best friend, brought to the table because I said, I want to do a meeting with the team that's not agenda driven. I want to do a really, really different style of meeting. And this guy looks after all the ambassadors for Lululemon, Australia, New Zealand. So mindset, right? And he said, well, Lululemon does this really cool thing where we do a huddle and we solve each other's problems as a group. And I said, fuck, love it. So before we went into lockdown, started this new thing with WHITEFOX where we have a huddle out the front at 8:30 in the morning on the street. Now, I'm on a busy street, hundreds of thousands of cars, like daily, right? And we stand in a huddle. We couldn't do this through COVID, but we continued it through Zoom. And we all stand in a huddle like a sports team. And we go through each one in the group. Who's got a problem for this week? Where are you struggling? Let's solve it as a group. And that is the best meeting of the week. We fucking can solve anything. But what's even better is we're doing it out on the street. Yeah. And I remember before lockdown, we were doing it in the middle of winter and cars. I had a developer that pulled over in his Bentley and started taking photos and then said, it got so many people talking, people going, Marty's I just went past White Fox today and there was like 15 of them in this huddle and steam and coffee and like, it was unbelievable. But it's a big G up because you're literally helping 15 people solve one problem and then you bounce. So we did that continuously through lockdown. And then on Friday, we had a 4:30 drink. Whether you were in there for 10 or 15 minutes, there was half an hour put aside where we'd all Zoom in together, all the company, White Fox Marketing, White Fox Real Estate, rentals, apartments, developments, the whole lot of us, 30 odd people in the Zoom. And we just all say the best part of the week, the shittest part of the week. And then we'd roll through and everyone would have a voice. And it actually brought us closer together without any drinking at the bar, lunches, dinners, interaction. It was really weird how we became closer as a company through the pandemic.
You've made a very good observation, and that is COVID-19, basically, it was a bit like a blank canvas. It started again. It didn't matter how big you were and how long you'd been in the marketplace or how new. It was like everyone had got out of a plane, and it didn't matter whether you're first class, business class, or economy. You're all on the bus that takes you to the terminal. You're all the same. Sit on the bus, shut up, you're all equal. It's a new trip here, right?
In terms of where real estate's going, I'm launching something on the 1st of Feb, 2021. And that's going to be a third company. And I think that's where real estate's going to be going. And you've heard it here first, but it will absolutely change the way that real estate's done in Australia. After this launches, there'll be a lot of haters. There'll be a lot of people that say, you can't do that. And I'm going to prove that wrong. And 3, 4, 5 years after that's occurred, call it 2024, 2025, 2026, nearly every real estate business will do what I'm about to commence.
We're going to wait. We're going to wait. I know that we're not getting any more info out of you. I can tell from the tone and what you've said. But I will ask you this. To those that are listening, haters, and there is a bit of that in real estate.
The haters are the ones that have either never come into contact and actually had a chat, and everything's just assumptive, or if there's some serious personal things that they've got going in their own head that they just cast out to others. The haters are good because you've got to convert that energy into power.
What's your response? How does Marty Fox handle haters whenever they show up?
It's given you a test drive of Real Estate Gym. Let me tell you, if you're a subscriber and a member of the gym, you'll be getting videos from our co-coaches all the time. You'll be getting mentors, you'll be getting scripts, you'll be getting dialogues, you'll be getting templates, and most importantly, My Prospector, your personal accountability system to make more calls, get more appointments, get more listings. From around $10 per week, realestategym.com.au, your personal coach.